Hey guys, welcome back. This is your friend Rankesh3 and you're watching R3 Gamings. So before I start this video today, I would like to thank all of you who have been, great support to me in making this channel better than what it started when I started with it. And thank you so much for all those comments which you keep sending to me, asking me a new question, motivates me to do much better than what I have done earlier. And all those likes, all those share and watch time which you have given me, thank you so much for all of that. Now, if you are new to my channel, I would request you to please subscribe to my channel, see what videos I have made for you guys, and if there is any improvement needed, please tell me in the comments below. I would also request you to please let me know if there is something which I have not covered or I have missed in my previous videos which I can include in my new videos. So I would definitely like to do that. Now, saying that, I want you to really watch this video till the end, because there is something very important which I'm going to tell you in today's video. Before I tell you the topic of today's video, which anyways you must have guessed by the title of the video, it still is, I want to give you a scenario where you suppose you are streaming a live game and you have been playing a very amazing game and suddenly you do 3 headshots in a row and you have already streamed that to your fans and subscribers, but now you really want to have a replay of that in your stream. So how do you do that? Because it's such an amazing moment, you really want to reshare it with all of your friends, all of your subscribers and all of your fans watching your stream. So to do that, there is an option available in Streamlabs OBS which is known as REPLAYBUFFER. Now, how do we exactly enable this feature? What is the way to set up this feature, and what all things we need to keep in mind while enabling this feature? And is there how this feature is actually used in the real life scenario or in the live stream where you can actually use an instant replay or a replay buffer? This is all what we are going to discuss in our today's video. So keep watching R3 Gamings. Keep watching this video till the end. So where we'll discussing about the replay buffer. So catch you shortly. Hey guys, welcome back. This is your friend Rankesh3 and you're watching R3 Gamings, a channel dedicated to game and gaming videos and gaming technology. So as we have discussed earlier in this video, that today we are going to discuss about replay buffer. So without doing any delay, let's get started with this video. So first thing which we have to do in OBS is go to this part which is known as settings, and once you do that, all you have to do is go to the output section, and in the output section you can see this second last option, automatically start replay buffer when streaming. You have to check this. By default it's not checked, so you have to check it, so that what happens is that whenever you start streaming, your replay buffer automatically start. You don't need to manually go and start that. So how this is helpful? This is helpful in case you just forgot to start your replay buffer while you switched on your streaming or you started your streaming, or maybe there was a moment where you were so much engaged and you really want to capture that but you forgot to start your replay buffer. So all those kind of scenario can be avoided, and it saves a lot of time and a lot of pain, because you don't have to keep in your mind that you have to switch on the replay buffer. So once you have done that, what next thing you have to do is you have to go to the output section. Now let me remind you before I move further in this video that this video is based on this simple output mode, not on the advanced. So if you are having advanced setting, I probably will make another video for that where I will explain how you can go for the advanced option also, but in today's video it's only going to be on this simple output mode. So by this point of video, I believe that you already know how to set up your OBS and how to set up your streaming, how to do the setup for your streaming and recording. So I believe you already know that. In case you don't know that, I will put the link of the video in the description where you can go and watch that video and understand how to do that. So what you have to do is that once your streaming setup is done, you need to move to the next section, which is recording, and you need to give a path where all these clips which have been recorded or the clips of replay buffer will be stored. So you need to give a path to that. You can simply go to the browse section and choose whatever location you want to. So I've already done that. This is the location where all my videos are being saved, and then you need to choose the quality of the recording or the quality for the clip that you want to record in the replay buffer. How you want to record that in a high quality, or you want to record that in a indistinguishable quality and or a lossless quality. So if you are on a normal PC or a potato PC, I would prefer, or I would suggest you to keep your setting as same as stream or maximum to high quality, unless you have a really good system. In case you have a really pepped up system, all you need to do is that you need to choose between these two settings, and you can keep that kind of file with you, because they are large in size and took a lot of space on your disk. Mind you one thing, that all the space while this replay buffer works, whatever space it needed, it takes it from the RAM. So it is going to take a lot of memory space from your RAM, and unless you have a heavy RAM or a good volume of a RAM or a GB of a RAM, you shouldn't be going for the higher options. Since I don't have that, I have kept it at same as stream. So next, you need to decide what kind of format you want to keep. Normally I keep either FLV or I keep MP4. So for this video I am keeping it as FLV. Now very important and critical thing is that you have to check this box out, enable replay buffer. Unless you tick this box or check this box, your enable or you don't enable this box, your replay buffer is not going to start. So if you want your replay buffer to start, or it should be available in the control section over here, you have to check this box out. Next thing is the replay buffer and what amount of time you need to keep here. This is totally up to you, what kind of length of the video you want to save. So how things works is that 1 minute has 60 seconds, and so you would know for how many minutes you want to keep the clip. That's totally up to you. At present my setting is for 120 seconds, which means 2 minutes, and the estimated memory usage it's showing is 37 MB, which is really very small. I can make it a little bit more, but then I don't want to, because that's enough of time for a replay for 2 minutes. If you want to keep a longer duration, you can, it's up to you, but please mind that all of this space is going to be used in the RAM. So whatever memory allocation is going to happen, that is going to happen in the RAM section, and it is definitely going to affect the processing of your PC. So keep that in your mind, and let's move on to the next section. Before you do all these settings and move on to your next section, please apply for these settings and they will be applied. Next thing you need to do is that you need to go to the hotkeys. So basically hotkeys are the keys which you assign for a particular function in the OBS Studios. So here you can assign different keys to start, stop and save the replay buffer. So how exactly the replay buffer works is that when you start your streaming, if you follow my process, it will automatically start, okay, but it will not automatically save and stop. What you need to do is that once your replay buffer has started, and if there is a moment which you want to capture and that moment has happened, post that moment you need to press the save replay button or the hotkey assigned for that particular button. Only after that 120 seconds of clip of that particular moment will be saved in your system, otherwise it will not be saved. So you need to save the clip or that particular duration of video yourself manually. It is not going to happen itself. That's why we assign these hotkeys, that it helps you in quickly saving all those small moments where things happen really fast. So for this video I have chosen W as the start replay buffer and S as the stop replay buffer hotkeys. Then you have to move on to the replay buffer key over here which says save replay. So I have signed F6 to save my replays. Once you have done that, done all these settings, you need to move to the advanced section. Now in the advanced section, what you need to do is that you need to rename the in the recording section you need to rename the file formatting system. As I'll show you, by default it is something like CCM, MMDD, like that. So but that's a very difficult way of saving your file, because when you want to really find it out, it will be really difficult for you to find out which file is the latest one. And also it has a challenge that if it is saved in the default format, it has the timestamps available as the name, as the file format or file name. So what happens that every clip happens at a different time frame, and whenever you save a new clip, it is not going to overwrite the last or the previous clip, and it's going to create a new file. So it will be really difficult for you to find out which is the latest one, and again you have to choose the new replay file to be played on your stream, which is really tedious task, and I would suggest that to be done. So what you have to do is that you have to give a very simple name. I can give it as instant replay. And then another thing you have to keep in mind, that you have to check this box out which says overwrite if the file exists. It is really necessary, because whatever latest clip you are going to save or whatever latest replay you are going to save has to overwrite the last existing file. So you have to keep this file like this, like you can name it anything, and then you have to check this box out. Once you've done that, there is a suffix and a prefix which you can, there is a prefix over here, and then there is a suffix which you can use if you want to. I would suggest that you should do that, because it helps you identify that which are the replay buffer files, okay, or which are the instant replay files. So you can just simply keep it the way it is. Default's pretty okay to be understood. And then the next thing you have to do is that you have to just apply on these settings, and then you have to press OK. So that's it. This is how you simply set up your instant replay buffer. But now the main things come, that how do you actually use it in the live streaming. So before we proceed to that section, I would suggest you, if you are doing this for the first time, please duplicate your scene collection profile, or you might lose some of your settings. So you can go to scene collection. This is your profile at present, would be available over here, mine is here, and you can just simply duplicate this, and you can try this setting once. In that, once you are confident enough that it's right, it's working the way you wanted, you can go and apply it in your main original file. Now moving forward, what you have to do is that I'll show you. This is my live streaming screen. This is the canvas, or this is the base where I actually stream all my live gameplays. So what I'm going to do is that you have to that I'm going to do a duplicate of this particular scene over here, which I've already done, and this is the duplicate copy of my scene. And as you can see there is a small window over here which is already showing the last instant replay which I have done. So what you need to do is that once you make a copy or a duplicate scene of this present scene, you need to add a source file in this. And mind you, since it's a video file, it has to be a media source. So once you add a media source, you can rename it as instant replay, which I've already done. So for this video I will do it as IR2, and you have to press OK. Once you do that, you browse and you go to the location where your file is saved. So mine is already saved by the name of replay instant replay. Okay, if you're doing it for the first time, so probably there will be no file. In that case, you need to just do a short testing of the setup by streaming a test stream and save a replay buffer or any clip of that. Once it is done, it would be available over here, and then you can go and select that. So I assume that once you do that, all your file is now available over here. All you have to do is just select it and open like this. Now once you have opened this file, all you need to do is press OK. So I'm not going to do it because I have already done this earlier, so I'm going to cancel it. So it would be available over here, and I'm going to remove this one. So I have done it earlier, so it is already available over here by the name of instant replay. Now what you can do is that you see it's available over here. So you can move this window anywhere on the screen, and you can probably resize it up to your wish. So this is fine for me, and I have logged it. So now what is going to happen, that whenever suppose you are streaming over here, okay, so this is your live stream and you have done a you have done something really amazing and you have saved that. And now what you have to do is that once it is saved, you just have to go back to this scene, and it will automatically start playing over here. So behind this, on this canvas, your main game will be live, and here you would be able to see the replay of that particular moment which you have saved. Now I am going to show you this in a real life scenario. You can see now I am on my live stream canvas, and my game is also ready. So I'm going to show you that how exactly a replay buffer works. So what we are going to do is that we are going to do a training program over here in PUBG Mobile, and I have muted the audio for the game so you can hear my voice. And what we are going to do is that we are just going to play a small training session over here where I will show you that how an instant replay works or how it is captured. So we simply just need to wait for the game to log in, which just has logged in. And now what I'm going to do is that I have already set up for a test live. So I'm going to start my streaming now. Also, one thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to reduce the time for this video to 30 seconds. So whatever we do is just happens fast, and it saves a little faster also. One thing which you need to keep in mind is that whenever an instant replay file is made, it takes a little bit of time to completely save and be ready for the replay. So if you have just saved a file and you want it and at that particular time you just move on to the instant replay screen, so it might happen a couple of times that the file is not ready and it doesn't play. So give it a bit of time, probably like 30-40 seconds, or approximately 30-40 seconds. By that time it is ready, and OBS also understand that there is a new file and it's updated itself, and then whenever you switch to that instant replay screen, it shows you the instant replay, the latest one. So what we are going to do is that we are just going to pick any of the gun over here for the sake of this video, and I am going to pick up some ammunition. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to not this one. Is there any can available over here? Let's go over there. I have yet not started my streaming. I will. I just want you to see. Yes. So now there is the can. We are going to shoot that can, and before we shoot that can, let's start streaming. So as you can see, I'm going to start my streaming, and it started, and my replay buffer is already started. So now my replay buffer has started. It has already started reading my stream file, and it is keeping it with it. The OBS is keeping it, and with itself right now. It's just not writing it to the RAM. It will only write to the RAM when I will press the save button. Where is the save button for replay buffer? This downwards arrow is the save replay. You can see there is a highlight over here which says save replay. So until and unless you press this button, nothing is going to happen. Now what you can do is that I'm going to shoot this can. Okay, so I am shooting this can and it blasted. Okay, so now this is really nice. There's another can. Let's shoot that also. It's blasted. So now I will save this. So now from this moment where I have saved this file, it is going to have a 30 seconds back. It's going to go 30 seconds backward and save that video or that clip. So I'm going to show you that right now. So now it has saved that clip probably, and what we are going to do is that we are going to just check that out. So for that, what we need to do is that we need to switch to the scene where we have the instant replay source added into a scene. Let's go to that scene. So we switch to that scene, and you can see here is my instant replay happening over in the small window. And as you can see, the rest of my game I can play like this. It will keep on happening, and my replay will still be available over there. So you can see that my replay is going on, and the gas can which we shoot blasted, and then another can, it also blasted. So this is how exactly you would present your instant replay to your viewers. So I hope by the end of this video you have understood that how you can actually stream your instant replays in your live session. It makes your stream look more professional. It makes your stream get an interesting feel, and if there is something which is outstanding happen, you can save it and later use it as small clips, probably on your social media or somewhere, and share it with the people. You don't need to really download the whole video or need to save the whole video for these moments. So I think that was pretty much which I have covered for the instant replays, and I hope you enjoyed this video. In case you did, please give us a thumbs up. Again, if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, and keeping in the mind that you can't really go out these days, please keep yourself safe at your home, and don't go out until it's really necessary. With that note, I'll end this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the love you guys have shown. Till then, take care.